The struggle like this, you wouldn't understand the way I feed my family. I come from nothing and it hurt, I'm being real. Got tired of seeing my mama shed a tear. All my life was in the field. That money, that moolah made me go crazy. Go and get it, my motto, this on a daily. My baby needs some Pampers, P.O. on my ass. So bitch, I gotta scratch on the block from 9 to 5. I'm getting it till the laws come. Hoping that I make it to my daughter and my son. You gotta relate and feel my energy. Keep that 30 on my waist, it's for my enemies. Feel like my life is like a movie scene. Baby, that's a ghetto dream. Ghetto dream. This for them kids who ain't got nothing else to eat. Baby, this a ghetto dream.
Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new thing. Please don't fall in love, 'cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain, can't be nothing. 'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, ready out till you're mine. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. When I was looking outside, girl, you got me lost in your eyes. I got you when you're falling. Just know that I won't be here for long. Thinking of you all day, yeah. Running around in my head, all or nothing. 'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, ready out till you're mine. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. I want you more than just for a night. I'm just saying, you deserve it. I need you, baby, let me stay by your side. Come and show me. 'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, ready out till you're mine. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new thing. Please don't fall in love, 'cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain, can't be nothing. 'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type.
My J.
Ready out till you're mine. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you. When I was looking outside, girl, you got me lost in your eyes. I got you when you're falling. Just know that I won't be here for long.
Hey.
All day, yeah. Running
I gotta listen to this twice today. Let's go.
'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, You deserve it. I need you, baby, let me stay by your side. Come and show me. 'Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type, give it in, wait it out till you're mine. Let me tell you now, I got a crush, crush, crush on you.
All right, y'all. That song makes me happy. And it's 1 o'clock, so you know what I'm saying. I got a 5:15 show to do as well. The 1 o'clock show does not affect the 5:15 or the 5 o'clock or whatever you want to call it. Who we got? Let's see. Yeah, you know what, Diva? I put that back into rotation. Like I took it out every day. I typically have a song. It's from a personal catalog. So I used to put like if anybody wants to work with these artists, producers, whatever, let me know because it's literally a private catalog. Okay. What's good? Fact. You said let's go envy. Bring the drama like they split on your mama. I'll try my best. What's up, Linda? How you doing? Let's see RYTV. Now Envy put some G music on. I got you. Trust me. I switch it up, and the music that I play is usually associated with my mood. So that just means I'm happy right now. Because I mean, a few things made me happy, and I know that a lot of people are going to be upset when I say a few things made me happy. But oh well. What day do I go by on the YouTube streets if somebody's not upset? But you got to have me to have a hero, right? Let's see, struggle against the wall. Hey, I really want y'all to look at this. You know what this means? This means life or death. This means unaliving or jail. Take a look at it. All right, obviously we know we're both, and obviously we know what the so you know, by any means necessary, let's stop doing that to each other. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne. Make sure you keep me on my pivot, okay? Hey, Choreo Lover. I saw your message about more Mo3 content. We are working on that right now. Cam and I basically like Cam will have a show and then I'll redirect us over there. Like all of us, you can stay, you can go, whatever the case may be. And he's going to be doing the same thing for me. So we don't really have the logistics or the details worked out yet, but I'll let you know. We're definitely going to dive into some of that content. So Choreo Lover, thank you very much for the comment. As I tell people all the time, I really do pay attention to the comments below the description and all that. I try to tailor my show to the desires of the subscribers and supporters. What it do? Sparkles, Lou, you said glitter damn fool. Trying to hit links only the week like just Crystal lets him up. Right. Well, he mentioned I don't know how he slid RY's name into would you allow Envy to bathe your mother if that was his mother in law? I don't know where that comes from. I mean, I think that him and Uncle Claude having their situation. So honestly, when it comes to like being a caretaker and things like that, I kind of tune out a little bit. Just because that's way too personal to people. So I'm not complaining, I'm not bitching, I'm not doing nothing. But yeah, our names definitely came up. What's up, Tiffany Black? What it do? Let's see who else do we have up in here. You said thank God you're happy. I am happy today. Naya, what you got? You got did y'all hear ZX turning Claude situation? Yes. He's sick as AF. I hope someone gives ZX. Listen, I that's exactly why I said I tuned out because God, that was rough. That was rough. Claude was just kind of like, let me get through the comments real quick, and we'll talk about that. Humble pie, yeah, absolutely. You are breaking up. Wait, am I breaking up in my mic? Could y'all tell me? Davna, did it fix itself? What's up, Mitri? I'm sick of glitter. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I got you, Choreo Lover. As I said, you're here every single day. You support the channel, so your wish is my command. Okay, Mitri. Hopefully your work day is going well. But thank you very much for taking the time to listen while you are getting your hustle on and getting the bag. You said, I hope RY heard the way ZX disrespected her the other day because she stood up to him. Y'all never learn unless it happens to you. Yeah, that's crazy. As I said, like for some reason, our names like slip into his commentary, and when he's up, I mean, when his commentary comes up for me, I don't even say anything negative. I don't know if that's a cry out for content. I have no idea, but it's kind of weird to me. Like, don't talk about like a situation with Uncle Claude and his stepmother and then call for MU and whatnot and then throw RY and I into that particular situation. Like some people don't want to be associated with some things. I don't want to be associated with, oh, Uncle Claude has to bathe her and this and that or whatever. I would like my name, RY's name, to be completely out of that type of situation. What up, OG Beauty? OG Beauty is one of my, you know, OG Beauty is one of my trusted advisors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was sickening. Yeah, Lou, honestly, like I heard enough. So I don't know how sickening it was, but I cut that off. Okay, Envy, you saw that. Yes, I did, Molly. I did. It was definitely, as I said, like I can only listen to so much as something like that. He's fishing for content. I think so as well, but all content ain't good content, right? We have to literally be responsible for the things that we discuss, the things that we put out, because it just I don't know about that. Like literally, I want to stay away from that because when it comes to the women, elderly, or kids, I try to keep it to the minimum. But yeah, that's a problem. RY has been very tolerant and respectful, yes, to ZX, even though he never deserved it. But as soon as she doesn't feed into that narrative, she's all type of beaches. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. That's why I don't let him up. That's why we can't share a panel because like if one little thing goes against him, it doesn't go his way, or he gets dropped, or he gets muted, or whatever. Like it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He goes live on you and then starts calling FBI's. I mean, I'm still waiting for the FBI. I got like a cold beer that's warm as hell now, and some snacks outside. So apparently he was supposed to call Google, YouTube, FBI, CIA, whatever, and they haven't come through yet. They would have to call ahead to get into this wonderful neighborhood I live in. Okay. You don't think the guards at the front would be like, the FBI is here. Listen, I live in the back of the neighborhood. If the FBI would be here, I'd jump over this fence and be long gone. You said RY, he asked that dumb ass because he was crying. Claude was giving his mother in law a bath as a way to get his rocks off. That's when he asked if Evie would give my mom, kids, and grandma a bath. Honestly, listen, I don't. The one thing I'll say about that is I can only relate that to like changing clothes for an elderly person, or laying out their clothes, or doing their laundry, stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna get sick about it. Like how about like changing a little one's undergarments, you know what I'm saying? Pampers and stuff like that. Like it becomes really really weird. Sound is fixed. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I would let ZX change anytime. There you go. I didn't even know you wrote that. If I'm around, just because of how his mind works. I didn't want to throw that in there like that, but guess what? I mean, it was one example because a lot of people do get kind of weird on who babysits their kids or whatnot. If I had kids, I would have to do like many background checks. I would have to talk to parents. I would have to, do something. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of weird people out there. That I think that, oh, you're good now. I appreciate that, Davna. Thank you so much. RY, what the casual F? Oof. The way he described those, yeah, that's Naya. There's things that people can say on here that they can't come back from. Just like Booger Sugar that we're going to talk about here in a minute. That's how I'm going to start off the show. I hope you'll finally leave Mr. ZX alone. Can you dig it? I'm gonna leave him alone, but like if he comes out here and says heinous stuff like that, as a reporter, I have to say something. People in the chat were asking, "What do I do? Just skip over something like that? That would be sick." You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm not gonna dive into it. All I'm gonna say is I recognize the argument, and Uncle Claude didn't even do anything to deserve that. The whole time, Uncle Claude was like, hey, like we're not going to disrespect each other. If you want to ask me questions, I'm a man, and I was just like, okay, so that caused a riff and running back to the panel and doing the most. I have no idea. Yes, it is the mother-in-law. On Illuminated, I heard them asking you about this avatar last night. He looking for panel he can hit. Yeah, Lou, I think those are starting to run out, to be real with you. We didn't have a damn thing to do with ZX's commentary. Keep your beef on Claude and stop point. Right, please. I don't want anything to do with none of that. Let's go, Envy. That's what's up, OG Beauty. As I say, you are a top. You are a top moderator. Absolutely. You might get promoted. I'll tell you that. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I swear, I hope y'all don't let him on your panels ever again. I don't. I don't. It's a liability. It's bad for business. I'm good. And my subscribers, supporters, I'll tell you what, so many people say I'll be back after he leaves, right? So obviously, if I don't listen to y'all, I need to put the mirror in front of myself and talk to myself because y'all ain't here. I don't have a channel, right? And I've always tried to tailor. Like people get mad at me for speaking all the comments or highlighting it before I even read it or see it. I just do that. Okay. I'm gonna be behind in the comments for the rest of my life. So it is what it is. Only a sick pervert would come up with something like that. Yeah. That's I hope you banned. I did, Lou. I did that a while ago. After he started going to his channel and trying to, one day RY is his, daughter figure and a queen and all this and all that. The next time she's B's and H's and all kinds of other stuff. And then, as I said, I've never had him on a panel without him complaining about it. Oh, when I was on Envy's panel the other day. So, the easiest way to avoid all of that mess is just to part ways. I mean, it's very, very simple. Yeah. And as I said, my subscribers don't want him up here. So it's not just me. You feel me? I hope RY ban him as well. He'll do it again. That's up to RY. So he's definitely banned here. A real man stands on business for his family. Salute to Uncle Claude. Yes, like Uncle Claude is doing the right thing. Like I hate it when people go through the debate. Hey, should I put my elderly family member in the rest home? When you put somebody in a rest home, they want you to put up assets. They want your house. They want your car. They want your firstborn. They want all that to be up in there. So I much prefer taking care of a parent from home. And we already know what's involved in that. You can't say that, she gets bathed and things like that. We know what a caregiver does, okay? I have the same wish for him and Trump, the exact same. Now, will you be covering the time that Lemon called Glitter on a video call with clamps intact? No. No, I won't be covering that. That's a little weird, or that's more weird. Well, no, it's not more weird than the bathing the mother-in-law, but anyway, it's weird enough. What's up, Sugar Plum? How you feeling? We got Ron P in the building. He's got the laptop ready with the fire. That's what's up. You're multitasking, but listening. Nah, I appreciate you. I know for the ninth month or whatever, I still owe you a gift for all of your efforts that you used to do. I do appreciate you, and I really do apologize. I haven't gotten on that. Life be life, and I forget shit. But Ron, I really do value you. Okay, what type of woman supports ZX? Who raised these women in the chat that support his disgusting behavior? I have no idea. I've asked some of the women before. I literally have asked. I'm like, he talks about hookers and all this other stuff like that. And I did ask, and the women basically say, you know what, he talks very, very harsh, but the people that get talked to about that more than likely deserve it. So I was like, okay, I mean, what am I gonna say? The man, his people over there think that some women deserve what he says. I can't. What am I supposed to do? Put out picket signs and say don't go to ZX's. I don't care what he's doing over there, okay? Y'all enjoy yourself, do your thing, whatever. I'm here doing what I do, okay? And as I said, my core supporters are deep, and I really do appreciate it. I don't care how many people I have in the chat. I look forward to my supporters coming through, typing in the chat so we can interact, okay? Corey Lover, I'm beyond done with him. I was nothing but respectful to him, and I still want still be disrespected. Absolutely. What's up, Pretty Purple Rain? It's always great to see you. Whose mind goes it? That's what I'm saying. Molly, I don't like things have to be in the back of people's mind. Like I'm gonna talk about booger sugar in a minute here. Things are in the back of the mind. All you have to do is just wait for somebody to get irritated. What do we say? Like when you're drunk, you're angry, you tell the truth. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but that should be the last thing that comes to mind. Just like a couple other people, but that's weird. So in other words, he started a fake beef. Yes, there you go. Yes, Mitri. But that's not even a fake beef. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand a fake beef. Say some bullshit about somebody, go back and forth, do your thing, whatever. But this type of beef ain't it. And I believe he did that because NWO and a couple of other people were putting out old receipts that had to do with another situation. Well, actually, there was two situations. One situation was with another individual, and then another situation was something about the bus stop picking up somebody and saying he'll be a father figure. I don't know if I don't know the exact details of a situation like that. I tend to just shut the hell up. Will we be discussing that? Glitter Boots recently was named in the Epstein trial transcripts. He's not in no damn Epstein nothing. To be in the Epstein files, you kind of have to be a billionaire, okay? Or Epstein doesn't give a damn. Let's see. What up, though, Noble? Thanks for your comment today. Envy silence is gold. Not responding to ZX disrespect is what will hurt and anger him. My ignore game and RNY's ignore game is immaculate, okay? So it's cool. What up, Sparkles? I think I said what's up to you, but I want to make sure if you want to punish Glitter Boots, all you got to do is make him go outside for a couple hours, sentence him to a nature walk. Jesus. Yeah, more than likely. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? After what I saw him do in his live commentary on Claude, wife, mother, and the pleasure ZX was getting out of it, he's banned from me as well. RY Black Sector folks have been warning folks about him. The sector he claims that never claims him. Right? Don't they say like Nature Boy or damn it, Tommy Sotomayor? I believe they say that he started the or not the beef sector, but the black sector and all that other stuff. So I don't know what people claim at this point when they have to do with sectors. What's up, honey love? As always, I appreciate you being here. Got to bring a little comic relief because I'm very upset about that. I am too. It's weird. Like it makes me cringe. You know what I'm saying? And we're among individuals of that magnitude. Okay, it seems like there are only a handful of black sector folks that tolerate him, but no one claims him as black sector, so he is his own. Hey, he might call himself, a one man army. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Kind of like me. I was born and bred in the Mo3 sector, right? I can go over the Mo3 sector, click any link, have a good time, and get ridiculous respect because I'm definitely in the original category over there. So, you know, who knows where he's gonna go? I will see. Oh no, you don't owe anything, Envy. I appreciate you. No, hell no, Ron. I said I've never really. Typically, when I say I'm gonna do something, it doesn't take me this long to keep my word. So I'm actually getting on myself, Ron. I really do, feel bad for that, and you will be taken care of. Okay. They trying to Jesus. Illuminated, are you okay? Illuminated has been on some. I have no idea. Illuminated, we could be talking about the sky, and you're talking about the grass. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna work on my vocabulary, y'all. I'm gonna elevate myself. Like illuminated, you're okay, but I'm just gonna tell you, maybe not the best panelist. I love my melanin said I wouldn't let old closeted pool babysit my pet, especially a female. But he is sick and disturbed. See, my thing is I wanted to see how outraged people are. It looks like it hit people different. You know what I mean? Let's see. I won't allow ZX to force me prejudge first sector who won't claim it. Now I understand he doesn't speak for the black sector. Yeah, I don't know who he speaks for. I guess anybody that'll entertain him. It's best because it will happen over and over. Yes. See, the thing is RNY has made the effort to like make amends, be cool, do her thing. You should drop down in the chat and this and that, and just all of a sudden, poof. I don't like RNY and this and that, like a hate campaign. I'm like, what the hell? Are you okay? Uh, what's up? Liber- liberating girl, I think. If I mess that up, I'm sorry, but thank you for coming through. I have not seen you around, so if you're new, hopefully I can keep you entertained. And most of the times when I talk, you just kind of have to, catch up with the story because I try to do a recap on everything. But people don't think I'm objective sometimes, so it is what it is. I'm pretty damn objective, okay? I appreciate that, Ron. Lou said RY just ban and block him. Right. I think most everybody did. You know what I mean? Okay, Evie, but he was on the island. I don't give a damn where he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's none of my business. My business is the clubhouse. This is the clubhouse, and that is my business. So I'm not going to give anybody any kind of fuel to the fire or anything else, what they choose to do with the individual. Okay. Basically, let's see here. What do we got? ZX tries to intimidate and bully his way around to be feared for respect. It's really sad. But see, the only way that people can bully on YouTube is, what? Threaten your channel, dox you, like some lame stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will never. The one thing, as I said all the time, I might have your car towed. I might have fake eviction paperwork on your front door. I might do some crazy shit. You'll be walking down the street with a bag full of clothes, some toiletries, and looking crazy, but I will not touch your channel. Okay. Let's see. My chaplain says so. ZX just picking a fight with everyone. Yes. The reason why I think he's doing that, to be real with you, is because that peak that he hit, I think he's starting to see it downturn. He always talks about my numbers versus his numbers. I put a 2.7 and I put 3.2 on members only last week. So I don't quite understand. I like my core group of people, not just moderators chat or type in my chat. It is what it is. I don't even think the people from Nature Boy folks claim him. Oh Jesus. What's oh, there's Global Empire. How you doing, Global Empire? Beautiful day to you all. Global Empire, I did hear about you this morning, and yeah, I did. We'll just say that I heard about you this morning. So hopefully you're comfortable finding your way where you are at, where you are at. But I did hear your name. That's all. Envy, Pain 8, Amaze the hypocrisy. People want to talk about pro black, but disrespect everybody. I don't know if you heard me talking about pro black to Booger Sugar last night on Lemons, but we'll talk about that in a second, okay? Oh, Mama. Oh, hey, Mama Global. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Envy. I needed to hear the update. I am out for more. I will give you more of an update. Okay. As soon as I get through these as soon as I get through these quick chats. Okay. Let's see here. And did you see how he disrespect? I did not see how he disrespected Lady Nika. The only thing I remember that he said about Lady Nika is that he alleges that she was on the panel when certain things were being talked about at Lemons. That's the last thing. Like, I can't believe those women would sit up there and tolerate this, that, and that. I was like, so that's the last thing I heard about that. Haven't heard anything, moving forward. What's up, Roxy? How you doing? Stacy, what it do? I'm in the Nature Boy sector and Black sector. We don't claim him, Jesus. I mean, who? I mean, where's he supposed to be? The villain sector? Like, he might want to start the ZX sector with the quickness. I appreciate the headphone as always, Stacy. You know what it is. You know what my emoji is. You know I like that shit thrown up in the air. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to feel like they need to. No, you're not blocked. I see you in the chat, and you are good to go. If you're blocked by any means, if one of your comments doesn't come through, that just means that StreamYard and YouTube are on a delay. But you're 100% not blocked in here. Stacy, that's what I noticed. Why would who would want to claim such an embarrassment anyway? Okay, cool. So we're just gonna move on by. We're gonna move on past Sarkonos. Sarkonos. Hopefully you're doing good. As always, we have a very good relationship. So it is very wonderful to have you around. Ban and block him, RY. Like someone from Liberia, like the country Liberia. That's crazy that y'all same comments pretty much. If you notice, we never acknowledge him. I do notice that. That's why I'm always like, what the hell is really going on here? You know what I mean? Because I haven't heard a whole lot of people do that. ZX is miserable. Ghetto, I saw you in a where did I see you? Chucky's thumbnail. That's just crazy. And when people take pictures of you, Ghetto, I'll be honest with you, bro. I always tell people if you got an unflattering picture of me or something like that, I cam up. It's not like I have a camera slip. It's not like somebody ran up on me and took a photo or anything like that, bruh. If you got pictures of me, let it fly. You can't pronounce librarian. I'm good. Shame on Bowling Green. Jeez. Come on, man. Leave Bowling Green and Ohio State and Northwestern alone, okay, bruh? Let's see here. We got hold on. I'm messing up comments, y'all. I don't mean to skip anyway. So ZX just picking fights with every. Oh yeah, I already got to that comment. Let me not miss anybody. This is a roll call, but it's also a conversation. Let's see here. In Ghetto, it's 1 o'clock. I don't typically do two shows in a day, so no, I can't pronounce a damn thing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I work through the night on my with my business stuff. So, but yeah, great song. Okay. Let's see. We got Ron P. Who else? Who else is putting something in the building? Because I need to move on to my topic. Okay. We know that that's weird. We know what the situation is. Yeah. Can you please hit the damn like button? It's really not that hard. Okay. Even people in the bushes, even people in the clouds, and all that other stuff. We're definitely not flying Spirit Airlines. Listen, I would never get into a tin can in that 30,000 feet into the air anyway, but Spirit Airlines, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't get your emergency fund for $500 million. And our government plays. We have a $1.3 trillion budget to go to war against a country that isn't even relevant to what the hell we got going on. But whatever. Blessed as always. That's good. Let's see, Diva. You say, wait, what happened this morning? About what, Diva? You talking about ZX? But I will definitely Global Empire, the same person as Mama Global. I'm trying to figure that out as well. Because that would be pertinent to today's this morning's commentary that I heard. ZX again, yes, Diva. Unfortunately, as I told you, Diva, when you realized you got trolled last night, I was like, damn. You left with a quickness. You know what I'm saying? I had my commentary saying that you were ZX guard dog and that he was going to send you on missions and stuff like that. That was in yesterday's commentary. Then I'm sitting my happy ass over there at Lemons. You come over there asking me questions and this and that, and people don't know how we communicate with each other. So they're like, "Oh my God, they're arguing. They need to figure out how to get it back together." But you did exactly what I said you were gonna do. So I mean, all trolls get trolled, So put that in your pocket, and I'll let you tear it up next time we have a good time. Okay, but I'm want to know. Plus, I think you got trolled by ZX too, so that's kind of interesting. Step your game up, Devo. All right. Who is Booger Sugar? Booger Sugar is that that koi flower or whatever the hell that lady's name is that sits on Lemon's panel. That's Booger Sugar. The reason why she's Booger Sugar is she had a hot mic, Corey Lover, and in that hot mic, she was getting her, she was meeting with the individual that takes care and makes sure that she has more Booger Sugar. And I couldn't believe we heard the whole transaction, and she doesn't deny it. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Sitting at home by yourself with party favors on the internet. There's a lot of problems there. You know what I'm saying? Mama Glow by who? Yeah, we want to know. Oh, does that confirm that Global yeah? Does that confirm that Mama Global is Global Empire? Is that what confirms it? He's mad because one will click his link. The one I don't mention. Oh, okay. Yep, that is most definitely Global Empire is definitely Mama Global. And sorry about that. I love my melanin. I tried to get the super chats earlier. My bad. I don't understand for the life of why people continue dealing with an ignorant, vile, broke 60-year-old man with only who has only claim to fame as YouTube. Well, the problem is I don't even think that's claim to fame, to be real with you, because we are not large public figures, which I'm gonna go into with this putting people's names in the title, which will never end. It'll never stop. My freedom of speech, YouTube guidelines allows you to put anybody's name in the title. Nobody said anything. Nobody's whined and cried. But when I was watching a live last night, why is my name in that title? And he's talking about me, and I don't even check for him. I don't fuck with. I don't care if you don't check for me, and you don't f with me or whatever. If you make the news, I'm gonna talk about it. Content creators, I used to be a content creator. Content creators get themselves into a bunch of mess, and they have to go back and forth with people. I just wait for content creators to do dumb shit and I report on it and make my predictions. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. You are a consistent, I love my melanin supporter of the channel. And, that means a lot to me. Diva VS made a live stream that morning, removing global rents. And she gave the impression that Black Sector was mad. She had a in VS chat when we know y'all didn't care. It was only ZX who cared. That according to that live, it was because of some type of Black Sector town hall situation where people said that she was sitting next to an evil person or something along those lines, demonic or whatever the case may be. So VS most definitely was like, you know what? I'm trying to control my peace. She said nothing can buy my peace. $500 for 2 days, no. $1,000 for one day, no. She said that if you give your peace away for 5 minutes, something bad can happen in your life. They don't have a problem. I know that they said that they used to do stuff for their birthdays and they had a really good rapport. But basically, since the Black Sector was kind of in an uproar, I believe she was like, okay, cool. Go do your thing. I'm not trying to get in a back and forth with that situation. I loved it when Mike Martin would drop. Oh my gosh, Lou. Mike Martin was one of my top mods. Mike Martin, if he sees ZX, it's still on. In the Mo 3 sector, beefs don't get settled in a couple days. Let me tell you, I've missed a lot. Okay, I'll try to catch you up as good as I can. Pretty Purple Rain. Who else do we have in the building? We got Ghetto. We got Ghetto. Ghetto Turner. Oh my God, that goes after Tita Turner. You are diabolical. Thanks for the support. Oh yeah, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Nunya, Diva loves Mama Global. Whatever is going on between Mama Global and that lady is between him and her. Diva has nothing to do with that. Okay, if you guys want a little bit of an update there, my updates, people think it's bringing somebody up or whatever the case may be. If, as I always say, if you're in the news, you're in the news. That situation basically was like, okay, let me go ahead and block you from Instagram. Let me go ahead and block you from YouTube. Let me go ahead and take your rent. It doesn't mean that they have beef at all whatsoever. It was more of a situation where people are blowing it up to a point where she wants to, hey, here you go. If Black Sector is that concerned, here you go. And what'd you say? Diva is my little demon child. I'm used to her. Thanks for trying to get through to the no name last night. Much appreciated. Hey, Callie Sty, what it do? We're here in the middle of the afternoon. Let's go. Yes, it's Mama Global. Okay. Yep, got it. The white man wants to shift power in the world. It's unreal how small white people egos are. Jesus. Are you okay, Ghetto? Like, don't come in here militant today. I had a militant night last night, and some of y'all look like y'all look crazy. Like when I was told a woman that's saying the hard ER and using stereotypical black women's names right behind using the hard ER, talk about Keisha. I'm not Keisha. I'm not Shaquita. I'm not none of that. So I was, you will talk about that in a second. Okay. LOL, really? Yes. Whatever. Diva, you got trolled. All right. That's it. It's cool though. I want to hear this commentary on what I missed on Mama Global. Um, Diva, yeah, I just gave it. I know I'm behind in the chat, but that's exactly what happened. Okay. Just cutting ties, in a way that just obviously I said, VS says she wants to control her peace. And if there's going to be all this uproar about, Mama Global, then cutting ties would basically help her move on. I appreciate you, Sarkonos. Thank you so much. Malik is out in the street corner right now. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to elevate his game for many, many years. We want him to have to, we cannot have him be the street pharmacist. Okay. Let's see here. You said, Naya, she always trying to spend that whack narrative, that beef between the Black Sector, beef sector. There's none. Okay. I get it. And I highlight all comments. I don't like yes people. I'm going to highlight them and deal with it. It is what it is. This is a beef sector. If I say beef sector channel, people are going to jump out the window, but I'm doing beef sector content with a majority of beef sector supporters. So, that's it. It's very simple. Yes, that was me. Okay, okay. How do you feel about that global empire? How do you feel about that? I'm being nosy, okay? Cat flower powder. I had the nerve to ask Amy when he is buying me dinner, room chairs. Like, yeah, she wanted me to know when I was gonna buy uh ROI some furniture. I'm like, what the hell? Furniture? Yes, a global empire. Okay, let's keep on going. Stacy, I didn't say anything this morning. Still laughing over last night. Okay, are you laughing over last night? What part of the content are you laughing about last night? I'm just curious. Corey a lover. Let's see. That was not a town hall and wasn't nobody's panties in a wad about it. ZX shake my head. Whew, I don't know what it was. Hey, Sula. Sula's in the building. I really do appreciate you. It's awesome to communicate with you out in the YouTube streets because you're one of the unbiased supporters. So I really do appreciate that. Black Sector has a town hall. We can't have nothing. Jesus. We are all good with Mama Global. Okay, okay. I figured. I didn't think that you guys were pulling away from Mama Global. But as I said, like anybody could do what they need to do if they feel like they're protecting their peace, get people up out of there. Like me personally, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to part ways with some moderators that I haven't seen around in a long time that be typing in a lot of people's chat. Now, if you think that means that I'm saying that people can go somewhere or can't go somewhere or whatever, that's crazy. Just stop by, say what's up, and then roll out. Like you would think that a mod would just at least stop by, wave their hand. I'm not saying they have to sit here for 2, 3 hours, but damn. So I'm gonna have to tighten up because we have behind the scenes lounges, which I got accused of last night of having, oh, you take women behind the scenes and have private StreamYard conversations or whatever. No, my mods and I go behind the scenes. It's a lounge so that we can watch TV, we can do our thing, we can exchange notes and make sure we have a show and not just some bullshit. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, well, what's going on, y'all, in the beef sector, blah 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 blah. No, I'm gonna put together the best show I possibly can, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And that's gonna go into putting people's names in the title. Okay, I promise you. And do you see how I put my name in the title today? I did that on purpose. Okay. The first thing is Man Code Television. Okay. I am actually in the title. Ghetto Turner is hilarious. Great trolling. That is good trolling. All right. Okay. Back to work. All right. That's what's up. When I get down to the bottom of these comments here, I will get my thing. The delusion. Whatever, Diva. You got trolled. It's all good though. You know what I mean? It's against me though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna take all the W's when we go into a trolling situation. Diva, relax. This lady saying the hard ER was ignorant. Yeah, Lou, we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So I'm gonna keep your comment up there and I'm gonna get to the rest of the comments. Let's keep that up there right here. All right. Where was Lou's comment? Lou. Okay, here we go. All right. So when I joined the platform, I couldn't take it anymore. I was sitting in the chat. I joined the platform over at Lemons because I was concerned about a couple different things. First of all, that flower, cat flower, whatever lady, right? She was using the hard ER like it was just normal. You know what I'm saying? And then she was telling me, I'm biracial. I'm half Spanish and half black. You're half black and half white. How in the hell are biracial people any different from other biracial people? And I tried to explain to her, black folks don't necessarily have a great working relationship with Spanish people a lot of times. Okay, Mexican, Spanish, that whole Latin, that whole Latin situation. So I said, "You're actually talking to somebody that's more racist against our people." She was using the hard ER. So basically, what I did was I did two things. I went up there and I said, "Do you think that it's normal to use the hard ER?" And she was, "Oh well, I apologize for that." And when after she apologized, I asked her why, and she was like, "Well, I just don't know." But wouldn't the good question right after that with Ms. Chowder Powder? Don't you think that the next question makes sense? I said, "You say it so naturally that you must keep company with people that utilize the hard ER." Like if somebody says something naturally and it just rolls off their tongue, they think it's normal. So therefore, the people that you surround yourself around, you become. So I was like that, and then I told her a little bit about the booger sugar. But then the most shocking thing, okay, I was arguing with her about the hard ER, and everybody said I had, misplaced anger and whatnot. But no, I'm more militant than most y'all. Okay, like if you want to have a conversation about being black and history and all that other stuff, I will slay you. I will slay 90% of y'all. Okay. I asked what the Congressional Black Caucus was last night, and I didn't see one good answer. So anyway, the thing that bothered me the most that made me leave the platform is what she said about God. Um, Obviously God, the Lord and Savior, not like a fake God, not like a nickname or anything like that. She directed us to see her picture to prove that she was a woman of color. So you know what? Listen, if you give somebody an Instagram or do whatever, I'm gonna look, and it is what it is. You put something out here, you put your address out here, I'm gonna look. You put anything. So when I went to her Instagram, the story came up first, y'all. All right. Damn the hard ER and everything else. But she literally said, and I'm trying to not put any bad juju on myself. I gotta, the only way I can explain it to you is in her story, she said, God is a D sucking B. I'm like, I had to check with her. I was like, is that a nickname for somebody you know, whatever the situation may be? She said, no, it's like the real God. I don't think that some things that he does is fair. And he misjudges people and, puts negative energy out here, whatever. I said, don't you think that he's going to put some negative energy out here on you if you're saying that he's a D sucking bitch? Like you're talking about God. But anyway, basically that made me leave the panel, and I'm done. Like I don't want to talk to that lady. I don't want to share a platform or whatever. I'm not damning anybody for allowing her to do whatever she does, whatever. It has nothing to do with me. But me personally, I want to stay away from things like that. Okay. Hey everybody, sorry driving. Okay, Diva, you're driving, but you're listening. So what it do? There's little Mama Obama. Hopefully you've been good for the last week or so. I've seen you out in the YouTube streets, but not as much as typically or as possible. Whatever, as much as normal. Okay. But you live a life. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you here every day. I've logged on. So hopefully everything's okay, little Mama Obama. Nias, it feels like VS was trying to convince her audience that Black Sector was in the uproar about Global being cool with VS. With that was never the case. The video did Diva made nothing to do with that. I have no idea. I literally don't know the details of that whole situation. And quite frankly, that is between two women who have had a, long-standing relationship. So if they part ways or whatever the situation may be, I always say I'm not behind the scenes with people. I don't know what the relationship was. I do not know anything like that. So, whatever those women have going on, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I just basically say that I heard some commentary about it and just wanted to, just go by it because, as I said, I'm a reporter. If I hear it, I'm going to talk about it. She acts like we just talk about her and that's it. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that VS feels that way, but with that particular situation, she did. I never lose any sleep over YouTube. Real is another thing. Got it. ZX wants to be associated with a sector so bad it's embarrassing. It's kind of hard to do at this point. Like if you get to years in your YouTube career, we'll call it a career. Whoever, a lot of people don't like me, but I haven't completely burned a bridge with them. The people that don't like me would probably take like one or two conversations and we'd be cool. But unfortunately, with ZX, he pretty much cuts ties with people by going all in. And I always wonder, like all the anger and stuff in his chair, like when he gets off alive or whatever, does he feel bad about anything? Does he want to retract anything? And then I'm like, damn, I look at the community wall the next day and I'm like, he's doing the same shit. Sent for Mama Global, and I've been rude to her before. All right. Yeah, you try, or you're fired. Who's fired? Me? Y'all ain't gonna come back. I'm fired. I'm fired for being y'all's reporter. Damn. And all right, let's go. Mama Global is a forgiving soul. No one looks down or has problems with her. I haven't heard any problems with her, but as I said, it's none of my business what they say behind the scenes because I have no idea. Some people really crash out over this app. ZX has ghetto constantly. Rob too. I've seen a lot of commentary about ghetto over there, and it kind of is what it is. Thank you very much, OG Beauty. I appreciate that. I understand you have to clean house. Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely have to clean house because it's like I need my mods to be a little tighter because I'm gonna get real controversial, and I don't want to project anything on them. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to have your own camp where you don't have to worry about your mods being concerned about, hey, this person's getting dragged, that person's getting dragged, whatever it is. So, as I said, I got to tighten up my ship because I always say don't throw wrenches out there just because, but unfortunately, I've done it a few times, so I got to clean it up. You guys need to know what trolling is. Yes, I troll. I troll on a daily basis, but trolling is not lying and trolling is not hurting somebody. She's to keep my name out of her dry powder mouth and keep her beef on what she has the issue with. Uh oh, you're talking about what somebody bone carried over to ZX. I don't who you talking about? I left after that interaction because I was irritated. Yes. Golden. Why do you think people crash out on the app? ZX Rob has done it. Ghetto Stiletto can it constantly does it on a regular basis. Why is that? Golden gold down. I would say attention. Because honestly, like a lie or a crash out or something like that brings a lot of attention. So that's what I would say. That guy comment was foul. Oh, okay. You're talking about flower power or flower some shit. When I cut her off after she said that crazy shit, I don't really need to know that woman's name anymore. And people thought it was crazy when I dropped down. They're like, "What do you need to say about so and so and such and such?" That she said nothing, like nothing. God said no. So, you know what I'm saying? Honey love. Hi again, everyone who greeted me. I'm working in multitasking. Well, thank you for being in here, honey love. Working in tasking. There's Mimi. Hey Mimi, you are so cool to me when I'm out in the YouTube streets. You always make sure that I'm greeted, welcome, where you mod at, and I really, really do appreciate that, Mimi. It means that you're not fake. Even if you're modding for somebody else, you're in it. Jesus Christ. You got your eyeballs going. You know, typically I block people that just put eyeballs in the chat, but we'll rock. This is so creepy. Y'all have no idea. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if we want to go any creepier than what was reported. Let's see here. Picks, chooses wherever wants to, and she does like that. Cat Power said that on IG. Yeah, but she directed us to the IG post on YouTube. She said, "Go check my IG to see that I am a black female." Well, the first damn thing you see on her IG is that disgusting statement about God. I'm like, okay. All right. Hi again, everyone who greeted me. Sorry about that. I just clicked on the same comment. I'm trying to get through. This is so creepy. Y'all have no idea. And Diva, what? Okay. Can you please do me a favor? Please. Because I told you yesterday and the day before, can you please have him stop putting you in everything and then running around and, then you chase me to wherever to ask me some questions about some dumb shit? Please let him stop pulling your strings. That's what's up, little Mama Obama. Thank you so much for being an active participant as a mod. I love it. Global Empire. And Global Empire, maybe someday we'll start talking about it. Oh, good morning, Sherry. What's up? Good morning. This is actually my morning because, as I said, I work all damn night. With my business and all kinds of other stuff, right? I eat, work, and sleep. In and out, but listening. Okay, Global Empire. I appreciate that. You said so. Stacy and V, let me get this right. She took Mama Global Ranch because we made a big deal out of her having one. Uh, I don't know. I think what it was is if black sector wants you back or you want to identify black sector exclusively, and if they're going to have an uproar that affects her peace, because basically she's doing her workout thing and raising her credit score and things like that. Now if people are like back and forth, like, what are you going to do about somebody, whatever, you got to remove the common denominator. Unfortunately, sometimes you have friendships with people, you got to remove the common denominator, which some of my mods, I'm literally gonna have a heavy heart when I take the rinses away. It just has to be a lot tighter around here, okay? Because I'm gonna get controversial. Some things are gonna happen, I'm sure, that shock the people, and it is what it is. I don't give a damn. You guys know that I will join any platform and say whatever. In Envy's members only live, I always ask the members, hey, I'm about to crash out. Should I or should I not? And most of the time, you guys say, chill out. Apparently, shit is weird. Everything's weird. ZXB crashing out his body. He really upset. Yeah, he's mad at the whole world. You know what I'm saying? I don't quite understand it. Let's see here. Let me click on one more comment and then we'll continue. Let me go touch some grass and ground today. That's what's up, Global Empire, damn. Mama Global, not Mama Royal. My bad. I don't want anybody to get mixed up or anything like that. I need to ice God. All right, so Tamara. All right, we're at the bottom of the comments as of right now. All right. So the whole names in the title, I'm going to get into it. I put my own name in the title. It's going to be the quickest explanation that you've heard in a long time, right? So to talk about myself, Man Code Television, okay? The whole brand, people think, oh my God, they're over there in the man cave talking crazy. This is not the Manosphere. This is none of that. This is Manosphere adjacent. It's my channel, all right? And the reason why it's called Man Code Television is it's about holding men accountable, okay? It's holding men accountable because for our roles and because masculinity is at an all-time low and is damn near extinct. I've heard a lot of women having to step into man's roles. I mean, they have, over history, they've done the same thing. But as of right now, I think that women are losing the most respect that I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if I don't know if it's these wild ass YNs that are growing up with this Instagram and social media trying to look everybody's trying to be a rapper and how many bodies they got and this and that. I have no idea where the big mama is. I'm used to the big mama who's a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to my mom that'll whoop my ass and all that. But these kids are absolutely crazy. So Manco Television basically is very supportive of women. You know, like I got asked last night after a woman said some stuff about me, was I gonna go in? And the one smart thing that somebody said last night is envy does not go in on women. I don't care what a woman says. If it's not like a heinous thing like against elderly children or women, I don't care. You know, but like on a platform or something like that, I don't initiate an argument. I will definitely respond, but like that's worthless to try to get me to go back and forth with a woman unprovoked. So it is what it is. I will talk about that in a second. But as I did, I put my name in the title so that I could tell you what the channel is about if you don't know. All right. Um. All right. So what do we got here? Hey, Room Shaker, what's going on? Appreciate seeing you. As always, Stacy, I need a glass of pineapple Ciroc. Oh wow, Choreo Lover's about to turn up. Choreo Lover's about to turn up. I called you go. I called you Choreo Water. My bad. Oh, it sounds good, especially over crushed ice, maybe after work. Let's go. You know what I always say? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Happy hour is somewhere in the world. So if you want to say that it's 5 o'clock in Bangladesh, you can start drinking now. But anyway, that is why my name is in the title, because I got annoyed as hell that people were talking about titles. And that's what we're going right into. Okay, so can anybody tell me in my YouTube career, if you scroll down my channel, hold on, you know what? We're going to do it together because this is ridiculous. Okay. And I told somebody, okay, so I got blamed last night for having somebody's name in the title, right? Okay, cool. So let's go through some of my lives or shorts or whatever the case may be. Can you tell me and I call myself a clout chaser, you know what I mean? Putting somebody's name in the title is clout chasing, okay? But me, the way that I explain it, but nobody will believe it, so I stopped trying to convince people. It's literally to keep the channel organized. If you hear some stuff about somebody over here, you hear something about somebody over there, you can come here and you can see the names in the damn title relative to the commentary. I am a reporter. I don't understand what content creators don't get about their public figures. We're not huge public figures, like paparazzi's not chasing us around in anything. But what do we see here in the title? VS is in the title. Ken's in the title. Goddamn, VS is in the title again. Let's see here. Youssef is in the title. Binary's in the title. Clyde Diva's in the title. I mean, listen, just Krista's in the title, Lemon's in the title. Like, I'm not gonna go through all of these to explain to people that their names go into titles. And if it makes you upset or whatever, it's not gonna stop. I really don't care. What are you gonna think? Oh, all of a sudden, Emmy's gonna be like, "Don't put any names in the title." Now, the ironic thing is there's no names in the title for the next two of my lives. But anyway, the way that came out, all right, is that okay? So I know Clyde Diva is gonna allegedly take a few months off of YouTube, so I'm not gonna get too crazy. But she had like a rant. My name is in the title. It's funny how people say don't put my name in the title, and then my name's in their title. I'm like, for real. But basically, she had like a 20 to 25-minute rant about I don't need to have her name in the title. I don't need to talk about her. I don't need to bring her up. But like, we've been okay. We've been okay. And then she started flashing out with the Lyros. Oh, you stole somebody's ring. You take women behind the scenes. That was that Dee Dee thing. And then it just all over the place, like all of this hate and this and that. Said I don't f with you, and so on and so forth. I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but you literally were Lemon's commentary on the wall, on everywhere. So if you don't want to come up, CCs, don't do anything that gives you or that puts you into the news. Because how many of my supporters out there, how many of my supporters out there have seen me bring up shit? You know why I do lives at 1 and 5:15 is because I'm kind of the bridge between everything that happened during the day and the evening, coming over into the night show. I mean, whether y'all like it or not, that's what it's gonna be, which requires names to be in the title. And then the lady was talking about I'm worried about, and that goes into the next thing. I don't give a damn uh what channels people go to. Why in the hell was I blamed for worrying about Clyde being at Cam's in the Mo 3 sector? What? Like Cam and I have been, we weren't cool. We beefed for 3 or 4 years or whatever. But Cam and I have already talked about redirecting the beef sector audience to his and redirecting the Mo 3 sector to mine. Working cohesively within each other, or with each other on projects and whatnot. So I don't quite understand. I don't even really go check on the Mo 3 sector. Every once in a while, I go there, hit a link, raise my hand, put something in the chat, but I'm not checking for anybody. I did not know that this lady was over at Cam's, but she made that the deal. Oh, yeah, he's following me around to see what link I click. What? Why? All of a sudden, after not doing commentary for however long, the thing on the top of my mind is chasing around Clyde Diva or anybody else that hits links. And we should be able to speak on our own behalf, because it's like, well, you know what? If you do that and you bring me up, it's gonna be that work. It's gonna be whatever it is. Listen, I don't be a public figure and be brought up. Okay, go do commentary about planting trees or something else that doesn't bring you up. In the black sector, you're going to get brought up if you do something crazy. In the beef sector, in the Bo 3 sector, the conscious sector, the black tea sector, the manosphere, the prison sector, all that, you're going to be brought up. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Who got time? Who got time to follow any? That's what I'm saying, Barn Dog. When I heard that commentary, I was like, I'm not checking for you. What are you talking about? Like I'm literally over here in the corner. How many guys? How many? How often do you see me click a link? How often do you see me put something in the chat? How often do you see me jump up there and start a fight with somebody to be able to run back to my channel so we can create a back and forth? I don't give a damn where anybody goes. I don't give a damn where the moderators go. I don't give a damn about none of that. Just don't talk shit about me. That's it. Don't be typing your happy ass off when I'm getting live roasted on. I think that's easy enough to ask. Hey, unfiltered Muffy, it's great to see you. You said I'm confused. If you're not checking it for him, how would you know what they're doing? Uh, you mean checking for ZX or somebody else? Basically, however you're phrasing that question, I'm a reporter. I have to check on everything. Okay. And I'm not here 24 hours a day. Mods send me messages. I get notes for the day, things like that. I am a reporter. I don't understand. Like when I was a CC, I wouldn't check on you. I would just drag you, piss you off, and put you into a situation that make you look like a dumbass. But I am a reporter. Okay. Like, for example, like there are people in the bushes right now that aren't typing. That just means that they want to be in the damn bushes, but they're here supporting the channel from afar. Okay. So I am not a content creator anymore at all. I'm too old for that. Okay. Because if you ever want me to go back and forth with somebody, you might, typo them. Okay, let me reread. I'm confused. If you're not checking for it for them, how would you know what they're doing? Right. I get it. ZX has time to follow people around all day, every day. A lot of people do say stuff like that. You said you're not checking for them, but if you're not checking for, it's the internet. Like I have a timeline, I have a history, and all that other stuff. And again, I can't tell you again that I'm a reporter. Okay. I got to check for, I got to check what's going on. But at the same time, I only do a level of checking. I don't say, hey, where are you? I might listen to a few things you say when my name is in the title, but I'm not checking for you. Oh my gosh, okay, she said something about me. That means she went to Cam's and talked shit, and then she went to VS's, and then she went to, Brianna's, and then Pizarro's. Like, that's what I mean by not checking on somebody. All I need to hear is your quick commentary on your own channel. I don't give a damn what you say on somebody else's platform. I don't care. If you're feeling comfortable and you're feeling froggy, leap. Uh his crazy name. Oh Jesus. How would you know what they're what okay. All right. So I'm done answering those questions. All right. Let's see. So as I said, CCs are public, right? And I just want to make sure that I understand. I have two things on my side, or three things on my side. I got fair use. I got the fact that they're public figures, and I have freedom of speech as a reporter. So if you're worried about names, they're going to continue to be in the title. And if you ask me not to, that's the first name I put in the title. Like Diva and I joke around all the time. Like I'll put up her logo or something in my title or in the background or something like that, and we just laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like the people that would come after other people heavy, that's who I mess with the most to see what they got going on. You know what I mean? Because I know Dee was gonna drop in here and say, "Why are you using my logo?" I'm gonna say because I feel like it. She's gonna say, "Okay, I'm leaving and watching TV, taking care of my bunnies, and eating Dollar Tree snacks." You know what I'm saying? Because she got that $5 per diem for those wrenches. You know what I mean? Not hating on it, but it's only $5. Pay your wrench fee over there at Divas. It's coming up. It's past the first of the month. A lot of people got their money 3 days ago. So go ahead and spend it. No, what I was saying is you're not being honest with yourself. In order for you to put somebody in the news, you have to have checked to know what they did in order for you to report on. I already told you I check. And I already told you that content creators, reporters, we don't have to do all that much. We wake up with everything that we need. People sent you, listen, if you were in my Instagram, sometimes my phone, if I'm closer to you, you're going to wake up to 25 receipts. Okay. You're going to wake up to sound bites. You're going to wake up to names. You're going to wake up to screenshots, whatever. So please, I'm checking on, like, you got to move on to something else. Okay. I listen. I'm going to check on them if I feel like it to gather more information about timestamps that people give me. Done. Let's see. Don't roll your eyes, Diva. Jesus Christ. So just to be real, you and they business then for content. You know what the funny thing? This is the last of your comment I'm gonna read. Okay, you're not blocked or whatever. You're just gonna have to type away because I keep saying just about the same thing. If the funny thing to me is people always complain that content creators are looking for content. What are we supposed to do? Do you go by the practice football field and say y'all are getting ready for a game? It doesn't make any sense to me. If we don't have any content, what are you going to be entertained by? So please stop with the nonsense. As I said, you said 25. Wow. Does that mean how many likes I have? Because I'll turn this bitch off. I'll come back to my 5 o'clock show. It's all good. Doesn't matter to me. Hold on a second. I'll come back to my 5 o'clock show.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. That's not how many likes I got. Okay, it's like triple that. I appreciate it. So 25. Wow, not quite what you meant, Choreo Lover, about that. But isn't Trump in your business to know what you're talking about? Obviously. Obviously, yeah, I see the likes. There's 42 now. I appreciate it. The people in the bushes, the likes are free, and nobody's gonna know that you hit it. Just don't be a hater. Give me a GP like, okay? But anyway, let's continue. And okay, as I said, I told you what Manco Television is about, and I just declared to you that names will be in the title. That's it. That's it. Forever. You know what I'm saying? Like if it bothers you, uh if it bothers you, go to Vigo or Vengo or one of those other Facebook Live, Instagram Live, because over here at Manco Television, we got you. You said there's 157 people and only 42. Choreo Lover. I'm the most popular bushes to hang out in because a lot of people can't show their love, and I don't know what I've done to these people, but it is what it is. We're here rocking. I care about my core supporters. So if you got 150 people in a chat in the building and you get 40 likes, that basically means 110 people are just watching. They're hate watching. It's cool. And people like freak out when their chat gets drained and all that. The chat gets drained by haters. I could sit here with 10 people that rock with me, and it's never going to end. Literally, the same supporters, the same six supporters, make sure that I'm good on a monthly basis, no matter what the hell I do. I can come on here one day, so it doesn't matter to me. I want to build my base, but I don't require. We have the upper deck where the drinks and the snacks, we take care of the upper deck. Then we have the clouds and the bushes, which, mostly haters. And then we have people typing, we have people hitting the panel. There's level to this. There's levels to supporting the channel. Okay. Come on, people in the clouds, hit the like. I appreciate it, Choreo Lover, but they're not going to. Just let it rock. You know what I mean? Because if haters hit the like, then I'll be in their algorithm. And why do that? You know what I mean? Like, no matter how much I'm in somebody's algorithm, it's not going to change their hate for me. All right. So, not giving a damn about where channels go. Um, or the channels go, Jesus. People going to channels. We already did that. I'm not checking for anybody. And I know a lot of things have come up about mods and whatnot. It's disheartening. It's disheartening to see mods not show up for a little while, typing in other people's chats, because it's a numbers chase. If there was 400 or 500 people, everybody'd be in here. Hey, Envy. Hey, this and that. Woo, woo. And the thing I get so annoyed about, if you don't like me enough to come to my show and type in it, why all this? Why all these hearts and all that crazy stuff and headphones and hey or whatever? I don't understand that out in the YouTube streets. Like if you don't mess with my channel, let's just rock. Let's just keep it there on the YouTube streets because you're gonna get mad because I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop responding to you. Okay. Would you say, Xylone Tooth? You said I'll yell. You. What bothers me is this is an old bald mouth predator running around here, still being able to hit panels, and no one whom he docks has done nothing to him is still able. Well, you know what, Lone Tooth. The other day, I had he brought forth some situations. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, like people know that what ZX said about me is untrue. I barely had to defend myself. I had to come out here and say, do you guys really think I'd be involved in something like that? And as I said, no matter how many people hate me, I literally saw people that are troll pages and envy haters basically saying envy's not that type of guy. Envy wouldn't do this. So I really do appreciate the haters dropping down and basically saying that I wouldn't entertain pictures or anything else, any kind of jackets that were put on me. but it is what it is. So I really do appreciate y'all. Cash App, the Cash App is most definitely Manco Television. It would be good just to get one per day. I don't care if it's $5, $10, whatever. Also get your membership, because I don't just put things on memberships only. I am gonna have a membership live that'll probably be on Saturday, something like that. So along too. All right. So what else do we have here? Um, oh, FTW. Basically, that means F the world, right? Or a lot of people say F out of here. So that's what it means, right? Let me see if I got something here. I got man code. I already told you about that. Names will remain. I talked about that. Stop complaining. It's gonna be in there. And if somebody says, "Oh, it's Cam," and maybe if you're the dudes, it might be all about you. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's see. Don't give a damn about where other people go. I really don't. Because spinning narratives and stuff like that. And as I said, the people that don't stop by here, especially mods or whatever, but then go into channels where like Envy's the bad guy and they're typing away. I'm looking at people like, really? So like when you don't have a wrench over here, and I have a wrench over there, I totally understand that you're taking it, this and that. But again, I don't want to worry about who's in what chat or whatever, and people thinking that I attack mods. Absolutely never. What's up, Sarkonos? How? Or no, not Sarkonos. Jesus. What's up, Sour Patch? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day. What else did I cover? Don't give a damn about channels and FTW. I don't even know what to say about FTW. You know what I'm saying? Now, um, oh, and I said I'm not doing a dog whistle. Okay, so let's look at something real. Let's look at something real quick. I want you all to start looking at my shorts, by the way, because the shorts take out highlights from my live, and it draws you in to want to watch the rest of the live, or it gives you the highlights. Okay, so I said last night, predicted that Diva Tomboyish would. Okay, and then VS has ace cards in her pocket. All right, let's listen to those two things real quick, because I want to show you how my shorts are. They do have tea in them. They do have the highlight of the situation. All right. So if that makes you want to watch the rest of the show, perfect. But it gives you the opportunity to not. All right. I think I said if your name's in the title. Let's go. What I want to let people know, like whether your name is in the title or whether you're talked about or whatever the case may be, if you put yourself out in public and you're talked about, that's well within community guidelines. Nobody can control anybody's content. See, my name is in the title. What the hell? We're all what, public figures. What I want to let people know, like whether your name is in. All right, we got two more. Okay, this one right here is about VS has access to, she has aces in her pocket. Now, I got a lot of hell about this, but listen, if you're the person that sent something, if you're the person that engaged in certain activity or whatnot, just know that sometimes you build a case against yourself. And I'm going to, the way I could say this without riddles, without BS, without nothing like that, just understand like what you sent. If you sent a picture of someone's little one, if you sent something that is against her, but but she doesn't quite feel that way, right? And my thing is also, here's what happens. So the only thing I heard today is that Jay Dunn provided VS with the old URL for Lemon's channel, and she may do the circumvention thing. So if, as I said, somebody might be like, oh, well, circumvention, I don't give a shit or whatever. But as I said, not with just VS, but just sit down for 10 minutes today, look at your phone, look at your IG, and look what you sent people that that may have something over your head. Okay. That's how you control people. You have something over their head. You say, okay, now. Okay, now. When they DM you or something, you say, all right, now. You want to do this? Are you sure? Uh huh. And then you start thinking about it. You're like, oh, man, I sent this receipt and that receipt. So good luck. Here's me. We got two more shorts to go. This is called VS has aces in her pocket with from receipts. Let's go. Other people say, hey, make sure you pick the winning team. So I don't know exactly where that's going to go, but in my opinion, for the receipts that you had to send to cover yourself, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you just have to realize what you sent, which would be like the biggest story. I'm not going to dog whistle, but you know the receipts that you sent. VS has aces in her pocket. Other people say, hey, make sure. All right, we got one more. Okay, now the next short is going to be about Envy predicted that Diva Tomboyish. That Diva Tomboyish would, what the hell is this? It says Envy predicted that Diva Tomboyish would be pulled into ZX's mess. He got you to go to Lemons. I said, laugh out loud. All right, so let's listen to that real quick because that was in my commentary. Let's go. Diva has always been his go-to. Always, yes. How that leads to providing information to anybody behind the scenes, I have no clue, but I'm gonna definitely speak with ZX. Okay, yeah, he definitely, most definitely pulled her in his mess. Okay. Diva has always been his go-to. Always, yes. How that leads to providing information to anybody behind the scenes, I have no clue, but I'm gonna definitely speak with ZX. Okay, yeah, he definitely, most definitely pulled her. All right, all right. You know, and Diva looked at me and said, okay, whatever. I'm dropping down. I'm dropping down. And they, well, great. Hopefully you had milk and cookies afterwards, Diva. Jesus Christ. But anyway, so basically that kind of, you said I predicted, you predicted that NY impressive. Uh, I predicted what? Which one? The ace in the pockets or the Diva ZX. Now I will say the Diva ZX, everybody in the chat and me, I was trying not to agree with it, and Diva was like, yeah, I'm tired of being pulled into the mess. I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna be pulled into the mess anymore. Oh my god, people think that I move on behalf of ZX. And you know where that came from? That came from an allegation that Diva was providing information, sliding information to different people about Ken. And Diva was like, first of all, I don't provide those services. And second of all, why would I do that to somebody that I like? Right. So that's where that came from. And then I said, well, if ZX tells her to, she will go on a crash mission. I'm sitting over there at Lemons chilling. You guys got to understand what the 5 o'clock show is for. The 5 o'clock show is to go over a few highlights, but it's mostly a prediction show. We predict what the hell's going to happen out there. If we're right, great. If we're wrong, great. Then we're going to come back, throw it in your face, and whatever. And we're going to prove it to you. So basically, Diva, don't do it. I said, damn it, that you move you move what ZX tells you to. I know you said no, I don't do anything for him or whatever. Well, you said that ZX pulled up at your live last night and said Envy's talking about you over at Lemons. Maybe you need to go do something. You pulled your happy ass over there to Lemons and you're like, well, I heard Envy, you know, with your polite ass sometimes. I heard that Andy might have brought me up over here, and you know, ZX came to my live and let me know. Okay, great. And I said, okay. I said, I predicted that you move when ZX tells you to, and look at you. I'm like, I'm sitting right here, and you're doing exactly what I predicted. So stop it, Diva. You know what I'm saying? You were like, okay, well, you know, Okay, everybody, peace. And then you took your happy ass back to your lives. So, yes, I believe that ZX heard my commentary about the fact that you move when he says move. So, therefore, when he saw me at Lemons, I believe that he told you, hey, he's over there talking about you to actually put you into a situation to make my commentary stick. So, that's it. Too bad. You got trolled. It's all good. You know what I mean? Us trolls don't have all W's. All right. Not predictions. Don't tell me you're gonna have tarot. No, I have no Uno cards, tarot cards, constellations. I don't even know. Y'all say Aquarius and Pisces and Libras and all this other stuff. I don't. I whatever. I'm an Aquarius, and that doesn't mean a damn thing. All right. I act how I act. I don't care where the moon and the stars align and the next eclipse and all that other shit to give you people like these. Oh, Aquarius matches up with Aries because, one's a water sign and one's an air sign or whatever. I don't care. Don't talk to me about that shit. All right. I don't think God created constellations to give us personalities. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe like dogs and cats or something like that, or wolves when they start howling at full moons. But us, I think we're okay without that shit. All right. If I offended anybody about constellations and Uno cards and all that other shit, I don't care. It is what it is. All right. So, Diva, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You have nothing to talk about, but I repeatedly saying the same thing. Okay, cool. If I have nothing to talk about, why are you here? I don't want. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get Joy for the day. I don't know if you're familiar. Let me get people how fast people leave up out of here. Now you're back to using Unk for her. Okay. No, it's because I predicted. Can you guys do me a favor? I really do appreciate you. Let me see. I really do appreciate y'all deleting the comment, but let's go ahead and get them completely up out of here. Let's see here. Hide users from channel. All right, we'll holla at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that my commentary is a certain way and you're sitting your happy ass here listening to it. So we went ahead and helped you out the door. If you want to make another Google account, drop down here and act like a fool. We'll block that one too. All right. So good luck. Anyway, don't put your Google in your real name because then it'll be even worse for you. Okay. Anyway, because I am diabolical. I might sit up here, chill, and hang out or whatever, but don't put, yeah, don't make a new Gmail account with your same information. Okay. I don't dox and I don't do none of that because I move in silence. But I will tell you, your life will change if you're too disrespectful to Envy or any of my supporters. Okay, now we back being her friend. Yeah. Hey, shout out to their their long standing friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's Diva and ZX. We're gonna go with that narrative. I don't give a damn what anybody says. We're going with that narrative. If your name is in the title, let me see. Move silently if you ever spin. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's refer back to a visual aid right here. Okay. As I said, I put up shorts. I hope y'all watch them on a daily basis. And I think I said I move silently and don't mess with my supporters. Let's go. Don't ever spin a narrative against me or any of my people. If they're a moderator, if they're a supporter, they're in my chat. You want to beat me up, you want to do this and do that. I won't talk about it ever. So basically, what I meant by I will not talk about it ever is stop throwing out threats. Stop saying you're going to do this. Stop saying you're going to bother my supporters. Stop talking down on my mods. Stop doing anything because once we start getting to that point, it's a silent beef. And what a silent beef for me is make your move. Blast on sight, red light me or green light me. I don't give a damn. If someone asks, let's see here, and I believe that is the last short that is relative to this conversation. Hold on. Before they went live, went down this, what happened? VS and RNY. Okay. Yep. That's the last time I'm gonna interrupt the show for a damn what you call it, for a damn short. So who do we got here? All right, so Diva is typing her ass off driving. Okay. Don't text and drive, all right? Envy, why you keep calling Diva name per Diva? I don't because, okay? I don't know. Tell her to stay out of the news, okay? Stay out of the news unless she writes it and puts it on divatomboyist.com or giggles and gags or Yollywood News or whatever. Keep the shit on there, okay? We all want to see it, all right? I'm going to call her name because I could call her name. You know what I mean? And Diva really, really hates, like, when I play the Diva clip or whatever, she's like, oh my God, that's on. I don't get it. Why do you keep doing that or whatever? So for all the people, Diva knows what's coming. For all the people that think that I mentioned Diva's name, here you go.
Envy cut me off. I ain't had no problem with Envy. Envy had a rich, like, we was cool, even behind the scenes. But see, Envy cut me off. We got into it.
There you go. 100 times prior. Okay. I don't have any friends. I barely deal with my family. I know we talked about that for let's count. Okay, good. Let's count. So you sounded pretty emotional in that short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to protect your mods. Of course, I protect my mods. My mods will tell you. I come out here swinging and banging and give a damn. Okay. All right. So Diva said, okay, I mentioned her once so far. Cool, perfect. Well, we're 1-1 now. It wasn't a troll. They have an issue with Diva. So me and Benz told the chat we're your bodyguards. I believe, yes, you and Benz. Now, speaking of you and Benz, I believe it was brought up in commentary today that the moderators were saying something about Octavius being up there on the panel. They were talking about some stuff. If y'all know Octavius, he's going to give you like a dissertation about YouTube, from the Latrice Allen sector to over here and over there and this and that. I went on the panel. I tried to refocus the conversation. I said, okay, I see the mods, I see the chat or whatever. Can we focus on Lemon and y'all got past you striking his channel? And it was funny. I heard VS today say that Octavia said all you got to do is put in an appeal, and she said I can't make this up. I can't make that up either. But a lot a lot of the supporters in the chat and whatnot definitely were concerned about this situation. Okay, 2, all right, 3. That's what's up, Diva. My goal is 13. Okay, so let me know how close I am. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. It doesn't. But 6 or 7. I'm trying to get to 13. Okay, so 7. All right, I got you. Vibrant, the hardest working mod, is in the business. Oh yeah, I'll crash out for Vibrant. I'll do the craziest. Like, don't ever attack Vibrant. If you attack Vibrant, just know that I'm coming for your show. I don't care what it is. I'm going in there. I'm kicking in the door. I'm not wiping my feet, and I'm interrupting the conversation. I'm act like a complete ass. Okay. Who knows what I'll say? VS for the other day was like, you have the calmest, unbothered personality on this YouTube, but yeah, you're controversial and you will say some shit. So I don't know what her thing was about not mentioning VS, but I probably mentioned her 10 times now. But I believe she was taking that in the context of um her being brought up in a negative light in certain on certain panels. And as I said, like the other day, she said her name is still ringing, so it is still ringing, so I'm going to report it, but as I said, I don't drag people. I know people's situations. Oh, she slid information. She shared a video that a person was in when CPS got called. Blah 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 blah. But honestly, things kind of trickled down to be her fault. So if I was her, I'd start getting irritated with a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Her and ZX are so much alike, and it really shows every time go Grant. And just so y'all know, I highlight all comments, and sometimes I'm pissed off at myself for highlighting them because I don't read them first. But it is what it is. All right. Vibrant, just know we got you, even when you're not there. Oh yeah, you definitely do, Muffy. And you said I get my share as well for modding for Jordan. You do, you do. Now let me ask you this, Sula, two things because you pay attention. You really, really do pay attention. Do you think anything was missed, or do you think I'm tripping? Am I tripping about Ms. Booger Sugar, or am I tripping about any of the commentary that was made? Because I believe, here we go with VS again. Jesus Christ, I'm trying not to. But I'm not going to call her the lady in Virginia. Like, we usually make up nicknames or whatever, but it is what it is. Listen, she did say that she was brought up many times and whatnot, and uh, I believe, did you hear anything? Because uh, ZX or VS was spoken about, but then it was said on the panel, oh, we didn't even bring VS up, which people did, and then VS got brought up after that. So people were basically saying it was VS, 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 and she would rather not be mentioned within that environment. And I believe that's what came with the conversation with Jay Dunn. I'm saying what's in public, and it is what it is. The conversation with Jay Dunn came from getting Lemon's old URL. Because if you have Lemon's old URL, that, whatever it was, like whatever channels he did, that starts to be the circumvention thing. So, as I said, that's not a dog whistle or anything like that. That's reporting, because not only did she hear her name, but I believe it was like in a derogatory manner. Okay. And that's why I always say, like, what receipts does somebody have? What receipts? Okay, so let's say you put in a circumvention and it doesn't work, right? Okay, great. Everybody's tried to do whatever to take people's pages down. It is what it is. But unfortunately, in my opinion, she has ample receipts where if circumvention doesn't work, uh other things may work. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. What's up, Sula? I appreciate you. As always. What up, Vibrant? I fail to see similarities in ZX and Diva. There's not many similarities in ZX and Diva. Okay. Now, if Diva and VS got along, the whole internet would have to would have to really figure out that situation, and avoiding issue. I wish they worked together, but I'm not gonna like go crazy or anything. I would love to see that. I missed that part. I ended up falling asleep. Yeah, Mimi, I didn't see you in the chat in that part. You're usually pretty active. Okay. No, you're not tripping thus far. Okay, I appreciate that, Sue. I try not to. Let's see. Well, be easy, content creators. They are finding new ways to flag your shows now, like using their voices in the newest thing now. So be mindful. Don't let these people hit your platform and play you. I try not to. I mean, that's literally why I try to stay an objective reporter. I'm just reporting on the shit that y'all do. I really want you to understand that, because I've tried to beef with people. I tried to be a CC lately, like maybe not lately, like maybe a couple months ago. And I've called out certain people and nobody wants a one-on-one. Nobody. Like when I call somebody out, they run for the hills. They rally up their team. They go on their discords or YouTube, StreamYard private or something else like that. Have a big talk, and all of a sudden there's a pile up. I just wanted a beef with one person. You know what I'm saying? I think I got the hold on. I think I got the receipt for that, which would be hold on. Let's see here. I mean, goodness, people have strong opinions. Emmy responds. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on one second. Real diva, Hershey, drunk ass, whatever. Let's see here. Explains that there's no such thing as anyway, y'all are gonna get bored me scrolling down on these shorts to try to find it out. But I say on a regular basis that I can't get a fair one. I got to get jumped or whatever. And people, the hate train. If somebody wants to have a one-on-one beef, I would love it, but it doesn't exist. So I got to go after everybody. But as I said, that was my transition from being a CC to a beef sector reporter. I don't give a damn who says you are beef sector, you aren't beef sector. I don't care. I'm a beef sector reporter, and that's the majority of the people that I want around here. Okay, that just is what it is. I don't need a bunch of trolls doing this or that or taking over this and that. I don't know, because I get kind of evil and I don't want to do that on YouTube. Okay, so I got you. I appreciate that, though. That means that you're a supporter of mine for sure. Yes, Black Seaver. Yeah, even the voice. Oh shit, not the voice. You have to carefully vet your panelists. Oh yeah, for sure. Because my thing is like some of them are more of a liability, and talking to somebody like Lemon, I totally understand. I totally understand. Here's my receipt. Here's my receipt for the fact that I had to control everybody. Okay. Here is my receipt. Let's go.
So Rick was over there last night. He did talk about the drunk lives. I was like, yep, he definitely did. But I knew in the Mo 3 sector, Envy would be the one doing the lives over there, okay? Envy would do the late night over there. Before there was Amahia doing a live. At that time, the late night, there was Envy doing the drunk lives over there in the Mo 3 sector, okay?
Period. All right. Let me tell you this, Molly. I am in media. That is my profession. And there is a 10-second delay when you do CNN, whatever live call ins. So if anything's said, there's sometimes it goes to a 20-second, 30-second debate, a delay based on if somebody's going to say some crazy stuff. But shows are delayed. Like if you watch them on your computer versus your phone versus your TV, it's very delayed in case somebody says something crazy. But I remember back in the day when Kanye West stood up there with another person and Kanye West said, I don't like one of the presidents because he's racist. Said that on live TV. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was crazy for sure. Basically, you probably shouldn't talk about the president because that's an automatic red flag. That man used to have $1.2 billion, and now his net worth is under 400 million. Not that he's broke, but damn, that's where the disaster started with him. But anyway, let's see. Vibrant, the rants are very similar. They scathe, intimidate by yelling, screaming. Yeah, you're not going to hear any yelling and screaming from me. Like, what the hell would I look like? I'm in my 40s. I probably shouldn't be on this app. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s, so I don't yell and scream. I play the long game. If you want to play these games and do all this and do all that, I play the long game. I slow walk. Because I want a bunch of crazy shit to happen to you at once. Not a little, hey, I'm going to age restrict your video or this or that. I don't mess with videos, but I'm just kind of saying or whatever. I like to go. I like automatic rather than poof, 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 poof. So I hold back a lot of information. I will never, ever, ever empty my magazine all at once. Okay. Notice how I didn't say clip. That means that I'm very, very familiar with firearms. Not that I'm going to use them, but I collect them. We'll just say I collect firearms. Okay. I enjoy the pandemonium that VS brings, but her expectations of being mentioned is crazy. Okay, I enjoy the pandemonium that VS brings, but her expectations of not being mentioned is crazy. She drags dog whistles, calls defects. She wants, but she doesn't want to be mentioned. My thing is, honestly, the way that I can answer that question is she's been blamed for a lot of stuff. What did she get blamed for? She got blamed for D Dirty. She got blamed for some Shaquem stuff. She got blamed for some Rodney stuff. She got blamed for some Lemon stuff. I believe VS doesn't necessarily matter or not. I, I don't mean matter. I don't think VS lets it matter her being involved unless she's lied on. That's what I've seen. I bring her up almost every damn day, and her name's in the title, and I haven't heard shit about it. So, I give my unbiased commentary, but I don't think that she likes the narratives that have been spun. You know what I mean? Just my guess. Just my guess, because it's always like, ba 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 happen, but VS ba 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 happen, but VS ba ba ba. I would get tired of that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, because I know what it's like. You know, humiliation rituals and all that other crazy shit or whatever. I've already been through doxied and running around Atlanta looking for content creators. You can't do anything to me. I'm not talking about BS. I'm talking about the YouTube world. It's impossible. Vibrant, I only missed last night and this morning. Now I have to figure out new players and how does Octavius pop out. Octavius popped out because it was asked how long I knew Diva. Okay, Corey Lover. It was asked, Diet and a couple other people in the chat were like, you don't know Diva that well to be able to say that she doesn't provide services where she takes information, slides it to somebody, and uses it against people. I said, I do know her well enough for that. So the way that it came up was, hey, Envy, over and over and over and over. They asked me, they wouldn't let it go. Well, how can you prove you knew Diva? And I said, well, Diva did a video. I pulled up and said, thank you very much for doing that video because it supports my side of the argument based on the situation I'm in. She threw me off her platform, cussed me out, and we've been cool ever since. Okay. So that's why that came up, and the new players and all that other bullshit. And all you have to do is just wait. Every evening there's going to be a new player. My thing is I'm not necessarily going after Booger Sugar, but lady, I'm not a person you want to argue with. Like, I'm not going to spend my time, resources, energy to go after you in any way whatsoever. But that hard saying my name ain't Keisha and all this and that, and then making that purchase on a hot mic, and then saying that about our Heavenly Father God. I don't want to share a panel with you. That's it. That's as far as I'm going to go after the lady. It is what it is. Y'all can. That's demonic information, and I don't have time for it. Not demonic information, but demonic energy, and I don't have time for it. Like Lemon VS is using that clip he played all the time with Lady Snoop and the Walrus and other people. So just be easy because they flag him because their voice in clips and people don't appeal. Black sector business. Black sector business. Let me give you just a little bit more of a nugget. Okay. Think to yourself, since you have this, you have a very good breakdown here, straight up. You really do. Yeah, if you play somebody's voice and things like that, yeah, that's not that's not something that some people like you to do. Now, I did hear VS. I don't know if I heard her wrong or not on her live, but she said, I'm not even worried about that, but then she was talking about the circumvention thing. But think deeper, okay? Because I'm not going to tell y'all. I will tell y'all if I have to say it again, but think deeper. What receipts have you sent the woman? Does another individual appear in those receipts? Should receipts should have been sent that has certain information to vindicate people? No. No, VS doesn't only have the artillery, but she has the drones and the B-2 bombers or whatever. And if listen, if you put yourself in a situation where she's gonna feel dragged, disrespected, whatever, I really want y'all to figure out. I really want y'all to figure out what not figure out, but remember the receipts that she has. Okay, that's why I said yesterday that she has aces in their pocket. Okay, because there's some things that you can remind somebody that you put in their DM that's definitely not favorable at all whatsoever. Don't like. Let's see. Let's go. That's right. Hello, Envy. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Appreciate you being here on a daily basis, and thank you for participating in the comments below the description. Molly, I heard several CDCs say that cannot control what the panelists say. That's not necessarily true. Panel control. Cole, my thing is some people, it depends on the CC how long they're willing to deal with certain people. And me personally, I think that there's maybe a top 10 list of people that are too unpredictable, bad for business, things like that. The only panel control that I could see happening is just know who you can let up and who you can't let up. And I understand for a CC, if somebody comes up controversial, starts yelling, starts bringing tea, starts doing this, you see the numbers go up, more than likely you're not going to drop that person, unfortunately. But that's a subscriber situation. And as I said, I don't care if it's Lemons, me, VS, whatever. Please, I see comments right here, please take the time to go below the description of the video and put something in there like that. Like, hey, you didn't have much panel control last night. Even if it's me. Hey, Envy, I don't respect the panel control y'all had last night. I think I'm uncomfortable with some of the things that it says, like Flower Power or whatever the hell her name is. I suggest that maybe you should reconsider having that person on your panel. I don't see that as people telling me what to do at all whatsoever. I see that as constructive criticism and people giving me ideas of things that they don't like and that they don't want on my panel, because sooner or later I will most definitely get it out the way. Who is Dirty D? Envy, tell me, please. Dirty D is a lady that came from the street sector that is beefing with Ken. And that's how the Dirty D information came up, because the allegation is that VS shared a video or slid some information over for Dirty D to have something on Ken. That's the allegation. I'm only telling you what the damn allegation is. What I heard. That's what a couple people are saying. And that's another reason. There you go. There's like blame number 5. What did I go through? Like 4 other blames or whatever. I'd cut somebody off, block them, whatever. If my name is in their mouth every day, blaming me for shit. She caught a stray. So what? Mo3. Envy, I heard the other day someone had you show your patch on your leather. Jesus Christ. Listen, bruh. I don't have to prove myself. There's a reason why my channel is called Lifers or whatever. So it is what it is, bar dog. Never would I. You know what I mean? They could see plenty in my house that has to do with the organizations I'm a part of. Corey, you love her. She's for the truth. Oh, from the Truth Street Sector, right? Okay. Kanye Jr. didn't like black people. Yeah, he's definitely an interesting individual about black people when he's black. But a lot of black people have self-hate. And then that self-hate spills over into other people that looks just like the people that hate the individuals with the same melanin. I'll never understand. I'll never get it, but it is what it is. Like I was telling people about Target cutting their DEI and B program. People are like, oh, I still shop there. What? Oh, really? Okay. Well, they just got all rid of their DEI stuff. So you can't say you're from like a LGBTQIA community and then support them taking out jobs because they're no longer going to meet a quota or anything like that, right? Because Nasdaq said you got to have someone or you have to have someone of color or a woman on your board if you want to be a part of Nasdaq. And people said, nope, that's gone. I think everybody sees CVS, but is too scared to say it. I don't know what they're scared of. Crazy stuff. You know, y'all know who I like and who I don't like, but I don't know why people are scared. I've always kind of wondered that. Like people say, it's not just about VS. It's like, oh my god, remember when MHB came over to the beef sector? Everybody's like, oh my god, run! What the hell is going on? Jesus Christ. You know, and it really wasn't that serious. He was trolling the shit out of the beef sector. Remember when everybody was scared of Judge Fifi? Okay, cool. They were scared of Judge Fifi because she was pouring bombing, taking out accounts, doing this and that. That makes sense to me. But to be scared of VS, I don't get it. You know, that's y'all's problem. Okay. So sister, number one, no problem. Okay. When Smooth said he was reporting for mentioning him in a derogatory, everyone attacked him. Yes, they did attack him. Let's see. All right, I think it's because they know most of the people who channels state flag or strike, they're not gonna appeal because no one wants their real information out here. No, they don't. You know, their real information, most of the time it's irritating, it's intrusive, it makes people feel uncomfortable, and then people start worrying about their houses getting swatted. You know, nobody wants like 25 pizzas delivered to their house right behind the police showing up and knocking on the door, right? Corey Lover, what'd you say? I heard CCs get people's information all the time. Of course, unprovoked. So I'm sure you guys know folks' info and you say hi. Oh, I also wanted to say that about VS. I haven't seen her ask for a receipt. Like take a video down, take a video up, slide me this information, do this and do that. It's kind of weird because I haven't seen her ask for any of the receipts that have come across her desk. But you know, people think I kiss you know, Diva's ass one day and then kiss VS's ass another day and then do this and do I don't kiss ass. If you have a problem with me, let's rumble. But what I'm saying is I don't like to go back and forth. I know a lot of people think it doesn't do anything for them because my numbers don't really number. What did I have? 180 people in here now. I have 151. Like my numbers don't really number. Plus, I'm not going to stay on live for 3-4 hours or anything like that. I give you the show and I get up out of here. I do that for a reason so that you can see the entire show and you don't have to like sift through hours and hours of information. I do my show. I hit the titles. I do a recap, a conclusion, and I leave. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And some people are scared to leave like 150 people in their chat or whatever. I'm not, because you'll be back at 5:15, which is 2 hours, and that means I got to get up out of here in a few minutes. I wouldn't feel comfortable giving you constructive criticism. Yes, Corey, lover, stop it. Give me constructive criticism, okay? And as I said, I even took your personal message and said, yes, I'll bring through some Mo 3 sector content. So obviously, I like you, Corey Lover. People will block you if you say that. The block for crazy eyes, so you know they will block for that. Well, maybe. It depends, and it could. Then it depends. Then it depends on how much you care if you're blocked. Okay, was Octavius on Linville's panel yesterday? Yes, he was on there for hours. Okay, Little Mama, hours. Not like 5 minutes to come up there and say something, not 10 minutes. And that's what I said. Little Mama Obama, BS did mention Benzone and a couple other writers, Terry Me, I think, but definitely Benzone, being in the chat, basically saying, "Yo, your moderators or whatever are asking you to cover the question of You know, him being up there, but striking your channel down. Well, we didn't get really a clear answer to that at all whatsoever, but I was up on the panel. And then when Octavius went into something completely different, I was like, I want to get down from the panel, but I really just I'm curious. I'm curious like what the synergy is all forgiven, this and that, whatever. But listen, the way that they deal with each other has nothing to do with me. But I'm just answering the question, little Mama Obama. Octavius was definitely up there for a couple hours. All right. I don't know many CCs that will be repetitive to constructive criticism or receptive constructive criticism. I'm receptive to constructive criticism. Everybody knows that. You can tell me I'm dead ass wrong and all this and that. I'm not going to cuss you out. This is a safe environment for you to have controversial ideas. I am a controversial reporter. So I will take constructive criticism because guess what? If I don't take constructive criticism, then some of my reporting can be wrong. And then when some of my reporting could be wrong, that could turn into a narrative, a bunch of dumb shit. So I actually look at constructive criticism as helping me and supporting the channel. Okay. Okay. D Dirty and Kiki are beefing. Got it. Okay. Yep. They're both from the street sector. When I appreciate that, Sparkles. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 likes. We got 50 likes for the, for the afternoon. So I could deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 likes, 150 people in here. That means 100 people are in the bushes. So shout out to the bushes. Sometimes I burn them down and sometimes I leave them alone. Not Dirty D. D Dirty. Unfortunately, yesterday I said Dirty D and I was like, Jesus, that sounds awful. But no, D Dirty. Let's see. Choreo Lover, Simone. What do you guys got going on down here? Okay. I want to see Lil Mama Obama's reply to what you said about Octavius being on the panel. Because as I said, a lot of other not content creators, but mods were concerned about it. Like very concerned. But the reason why Octavius said that he struck Lemon's channel is because little ones that he's associated with were being mentioned on a regular basis over there. So Lemon did ask, hey, you have a direct way to reach out to me, say, hey, Lemon, I got this problem or whatever. Just give me a chance, a warning to fix it. But, I believe Octavius said it happened way too many times. And if something like that happens way too many times, a conversation behind the scenes isn't going to necessarily change what happened prior. So that's exactly why he said that he got rid of the channel. Lady Sparkles, I thought we were giving up Mickey D's. You guys, let's see here. I still want to see what Lil Mama Obama says. King Roman got the MHB ass. Damn. I don't remember how that actually rolled out or anything like that. There's only a few CCs big enough to say don't mention my name. There's no CCs big enough to say don't mention my name. You know why? Because famous people have paparazzi. Why do you think TMZ exists? Why do you think the news exists? Like nobody goes to TMZ and says, don't mention my name. Nobody goes to CNN and says, oh my God, I'm a public figure. I'm mad that you mentioned my name. I will continue to put people's names in the title. Whoever the hell I feel like putting your name in the title and whatever the hell I feel like saying about you. I don't give a damn about being scared about a damn thing. If my channel is gone after, just know you're coming after a DBA of a minority-owned small business LLC. So it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm striking my channel. I'm striking a channel, with regards to envy. Well, you're gonna have to have a couple lawyers, and we're gonna rock with it. We're gonna rock out. All right. So anyway, that's usually why I don't care too much about using the freedom of speech. And my thing is there's military people out here. Like, for example, Diva and VS, both military. So they fought for my freedom of speech. So I don't think if I have something to say that's not derogatory, isn't harassment, isn't anything like that, but I'm just giving my opinion through freedom of speech, I would hope that people like that would understand that they fought for our country for me to be able to sit up here and say this shit. You go to North Korea, you don't even get internet. All you get is propaganda to watch on TV that makes Kim Jong Un look like the best person in the world. Oop! What's up, messy auntie? Let's go. There's little Mama Obama. Okay. Lady Sparkles, that was a long time ago. I remember King. Oh, you're talking about the MHB debacle. Sassy's angry emoji. Appreciate you. Target brought it back. Envy, you're late. Okay. All right. Well, damn. All right. Well, see, there's constructive criticism. All right. So Target has DEI and B together. I believe they were the first corporate conglomerate that also allowed unisex bathrooms. So they took off the men and they took off the women, and you could utilize any restroom. And I knew that there was kind of an outcry from parents that didn't want their kids to be doing that or whatnot. But as I said, just because you take man or woman off of a door, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are required to go to the opposite gender's restroom. Okay. And when I say opposite gender, I'm not saying how people identify themselves. I'm saying opposite gender based on how you were born. Okay. That's it. Okay. Born like the first day, born, not what you decided to be down the road. I mean, born. All right. Okay. So let's keep on moving. I still want to hear from Lil Mama Obama that said Octavius was on the panel because I know that you've kind of been gone for a few days. I do want to answer your question. He had absolutely no qualms or boasting about the shit he did. Not at all. Not at all. But I had to ring back in the conversation because it got into like YouTube history about a bunch of people I don't know, nor do I care about. So that's what he was doing. And I was trying to rope the conversation back in. Um, Okay. Yes, that combo between Lemon, Octavius, and Lemon was interesting last night. Yeah, I listen. I can't tell people what to be irritated about, what to be mad about, how to cut somebody off, or anything along those lines. Just me personally, with that situation, I wouldn't share a space against people that like publicly say, I put you through some shit. But and my thing was, I was trying to get them to work it out or talk about it or whatever the case. I asked Lemon a couple times, and then it went back into YouTube history about all these sectors and all this other shit that I don't know nor do I care about. I care about the beef sector, okay? No matter how much people want me to say that or not, every damn sector I go to, you already know what people say. You're over there in the beef sector hanging out with this, that, and this, and so and such and such. You know what I'm saying? And I say, I don't give a damn. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna come over here and swat the beef sector, or whatever? Because I'm over here? Absolutely not. I already did that to the small town because the small town said we brought content to the beef sector and you guys got to eat. We ate for like 3 days and then we sent you home and we haven't talked about you since. And you got numbers for like 3 days. You know what I mean? Your AdSense might have gone up $100 or some shit. So, the beef sector does not need commentary from, those types of areas. So I've always kind of stood up for it. So, am I kissing beef sector's ass for wanting to be called beef sector, whatever? I don't get. I'm a nomad. I am where I am. I do beef sector content, so I'm beef sector. When I choose to leave, I might be prison sector. Okay. Or when you go over and support RNY's channel and boost her up and support that without me being there, I won't do any more beef sector content. Okay. And we'll put the analytic out there. I will run off and do some other shit. If Levin can forgive VS, he can forgive him. Got it. But see, you just never know what people's relationships are behind the scenes. He might have a different situation with Octavius than he does VS. Yes, that conversation between Lemon, Octavius, and Classic Light was interesting last night. Yeah, it was. It was. And I think conversations like that Lemon gets himself involved in, I think, the narrative about his channel and him dibbling and dabbling in the beef sector a lot puts him in those situations, because the best way, VS said divide and conquer, right? The best way to do that is to throw a bunch of people at you that are like coming at you with different angles, their own narratives, their own stories when they don't know the whole thing, throwing something at you that throws you off your square. Or I'm not in a square, I'm in a circle, because it's ritual. I'm in a circle, not a square. But anyway, I believe that was the issue, that they were coming over there. They were coming over there to troll, turn that into a black sector channel. But then, them Lemon's numbers and whatnot could be taken advantage of. And then the beef sector people are going to have to get the beef sector tea from somewhere else, which would be a channel like mine. Okay. I'm going to give you beef sector all day, every day. All right. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can go live over me. You can tell people not to come. You can, threaten your supporters. You can do whatever you want to do. But the same core supporters are going to be here today, tomorrow, the next day. All right. So there's nothing you can do. Sour Bats, I didn't think anything other than you. Let me go down here. Ron, that's right. I do believe him, mostly because he had all his old channels links ready, like he was just waiting for something. He also blamed Lemon for what LGI said on his panel. He did. And I've never seen like a PowerPoint presentation in my life. Like Octavius most definitely had like all the old URLs, all the new URLs, what the infractions were, and things like that. So listen, I don't know. I can't tell somebody how offended to be. So if Octavius was offended enough for the LGI thing, cool. I just know he struck his channel. That's it. Let's see. Ridiculous. I can't stand people who flag and destroy other channels. Crazy stuff. One of the things I don't like about channels going down is you can't respond. If somebody's doing some crazy stuff to me or slandering me or whatever the case may be, I want to be able to respond. But at the same time, like if you call somebody a quote unquote flag team, that doesn't necessarily mean that the flags are false flags. That literally just means that people are, sharing information about people that, some stuff that they may have saw, not have saw, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're false flags. That really just means that more eyes are being put on you. I missed a lot. Yes, focus on you. Absolutely. Thank you for amazing service, men and women, for your service, divided states of America. You mean United States of America, but I got you. You cannot anticipate what panelists will say until it what has uttered. You're right. You're right. No content creator can. It's in real time. No content creator can no content creator could say, oh, you're going to say this or you're going to do that. I'm going to kick you from the panel, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I think that you need to look at high risk people and evaluate the situation, because there are people that come on panels and they continually do the same thing. They do the same thing on the panels, and then they go live and they have some issues with some stuff. So there are a group of people that can't come on here because I just don't feel like dealing with that shit. I didn't see the live, but if Lemon forgave Octavius, he's not bothered when I'm not either. Good for those gentlemen. Listen, you can never be more mad than something that happened to somebody else. And as I said, like, I will never evaluate the level of behind the scenes relationship. They could have gotten over it. They could have sent somebody each other a cash app. They Uber Eats. They made an agreement. I can only report on what I saw with my own two eyes, where you witnesses were there, which are my subscribers, right? So I really can't speak on that much. I, I appreciate that, OG Beauty. Yeah, we're hanging on there. I don't like to tinker with a man in the next stall. Me neither. Let's see. Right, every free of speech is most important in the West world. It absolutely is. And shout out to all of our servicemen and women to make sure I can sit up here and talk shit. Let's see. The app definitely needs a Tubi miniseries. Don't care about yesterday, care about tomorrow. Back to 12 and alive. Gotcha. I agree, Sue. I don't agree with the flagging channels because a panelist says something out of the CC's control. I do feel like the CC should address things head on. Absolutely. I wish there was more of a back and forth because back in the day, our back and forth, we had no idea what the hell YouTube guidelines were. I'm serious. Like we knew they existed, but we scrolled through it to press accept and never looked at them again. And then we got age restricted videos and this and that. We just thought, oh, that's just a thing. Trust me. Back in the day, we didn't care about no damn YouTube guidelines because we never struck a channel. I literally have never seen a channel struck back in the day. This is where most of us came from the Mo3 sector. Sometimes you guys get tired of me playing it, but this is exactly what the rules of engagement were. Polar, I would say, is coined for creating the trolling out here in the Mo3 sector. So these used to be the rules, and I wish they could come back and stick. Let's go.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that, but it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We wasn't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics, and the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never saw before on the internet.
Those used to be the rules. I don't hate on anybody being live or anything like that. Can you tell me be mindful. Sula, can you put names on it? Obviously like it's public, so don't worry about it. Can you put some names on it? Because absolutely. We all share subscribers, we all share supporters or whatever. But I'm just curious. I'm being nosy because I don't feel going over there to red ball and do all this and do all that. Can you tell me who it was? I'm very, very interested. Because that might bring in some kind of clarity with some of the things that I'm saying. Little Mama, me too. Sour Patch, yeah. I would imagine you're saying, hey, if somebody wants to forgive somebody, we leave it out of there. Sour Patch, that's so true. Definitely a double standard in politics. It's the cool kids club. You know what I mean? Everybody's fighting after the same shovel in a damn sandbox. It's crazy, but we could work together and everything would be amazing. Who was she? I miss Mrs. O going live. Okay. Sparkles you're talking about. Corey a lover. Let's see, NY, RNY Rex. You favorite. Rock Rexzilla. LOL, just playing, little Mama Obama. Jesus, Rex. But shout out to you, Rex. I'm glad that you're here. Just make sure you're slow. Just make sure, be mindful about little Mama Obama. Okay. Oh, in general. Okay. I thought you were just saying like somebody was woo banging over there and they were spilling over to my platform. I'm going to try not to do too much woo banging. I will. I said it was going to happen once a month and it started to happen once a week, but it is what it is. I had to put some, memberships. if you guys see something on on a higher tier, I had to create it because I want my videos to be out here, but they're very, 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 they're very touchy. So I'm sorry. I will keep as many videos on the lower tier membership, but what I use the membership for more than anything else, putting videos on membership only. I have membership only lives, and we literally sit there. We look at what happened on the YouTube streets. We create a scenario that we're going to troll. And as I said, I give them some of my problems. I ask the members each and every time, do you guys think that I'm crashing out? What do y'all think I'm doing? And people complain about that. CCs are like, well, you know what? Envy went to his members to see like if what he's doing, he's tripping. He went to his members to ask them questions to see if he should crash out, who he should troll. Yes, I go to my members to do that. Sorry. And then when people complain about videos going on members only, they're like, oh my God, we can't see it. We can't see the videos on members and this and that. I know, dude, it's $4. It's $3.99. Okay. And you can see all the member stuff that you want to, including the fact that I do a membership only live. I do think that we have the best membership. Focus on you. Oh my gosh. Let's go focus on you. You know how members' lives go over here at the clubhouse. What'd you say? What slapping in? What's slapping in? Not much. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through the show because as you all have seen, I've been doing 2 shows a day. This is the 1 o'clock, and I don't want to bleed this into the 5:15 too far. For example, if Ghetto and Mayor Detroit have been beefing on 3 panels prior to yours, and then they come to your panel, it's highly possible that it will continue to your platform. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sula, absolutely. That damn panel tour of the outrage, it gets annoying. And I don't, me personally, if you know anything about me, I don't like to get involved in shit. I just honestly, yeah, I get shady. Yes, I become the villain. Yeah, I throw out there some nonsense. Yes, I do all kinds of stuff to raise outrage and to be agitating and all the other stuff or whatever. But you're 100% correct. You know, panel to panel to panel to panel. By the time they go from panel to panel, I think it's a play. Because listen, there's 2 things I wouldn't do if I went to fight somebody on YouTube. First, I wouldn't go on live because that actually is an insurance policy, in my opinion. And what I mean about an insurance policy is you're telling people basically, if anything happens to me, you guys saw me on YouTube live. I pulled up here and I got my ass beat. Well, then what happens? The police unlock your phone and look at some dumb shit. You dropped your phone on the ground. You're carrying your phone, filming that you're about to fight. Like I'm done with that story. Like that story is extinct. It's done. Like we got to talk about that somewhere else because that was embarrassing to all men across the nation. It was embarrassing. I've never seen you woo banging and I'm in the chat typing in the clouds and watching the replay. What do you bang with? I woo bang with the what you call it? The Ms. What the hell did I call her ass? Ms. Booger Sugar. I did woo bang with her. And every once in a while I woo bang, but I woo bang in a confident or in a confident in a chilled out fashion. Like you're not gonna hear me start screaming and stuff. I'm just gonna say some shit to throw you off your pivot. That's about it. And then I'm gonna keep it moving. And if you want to go back and forth, I might give you a show or two, but after that, I don't give a damn. Let's see here. Little mama about thank you. Hey, and also if y'all missed Girl Talk last night, please go watch the replay. Also, watch the Wednesday shows. RY has a great delivery and comes out here on her own. Runs the show on Wednesdays, and she gives you basically the midweek recap based on her own based on her own observation without my ass sitting right next to her. So definitely check out the Wednesday show. The last one was crazy. It was controversial, and I typed in the chat, please don't be too mean to me. So she had some I wouldn't say choice things, because choice means like disrespectful or something along those lines. But she definitely wasn't on my side, because y'all think that we're perfect and we put out this persona that we're like, oh, yes, yes, yeah, I agree, yeah. We don't do that shit. We hang up on each other, all right? And it takes us a day or two to talk to each other sometimes. So, damn. Welcome to the home of Envy, Manco Television. Thank you very much, Ron P. I appreciate it once again. Okay. SB, when Uppity said that they would send her a cash app to come on her panels to act crazy. Well, speaking of uppity, you really gotta. I'm gonna put something out there. Then, speaking of uppity, I think that is the hottest receipt out here. Okay, because when I say that people hold stuff on, I've been on panels before and said I'm not sending a damn thing to anybody. I don't care if it vindicates somebody. I don't care if it makes somebody look better, look bad, none of that. Because guess what? That receipt becomes electronic communication when you're just trying to help somebody out. So basically, based on the uppity thing, those receipts that were vindicating actually turned into one of the strongest black clouds that could come up one day. And I'm not cutting any corners. I'm not putting any, whipped cream and cherry on the pie or anything like that. I'm just saying, you might want to think about the receipts that you shared. Not just one particular person, but in general. Just like Sula told us, in general. Thank you, Envy. Absolutely. We're not perfect. We disagree. Yes, we do. What do we got here? RNY, you're the only human. You're only human. Absolutely. What you got? Uppity hasn't ever told the truth since she been on YouTube. She called herself cute in small ways. So you already know the truth, not in her. I called her, what did I call her? I think I said, anyway, let me leave that alone. I talked about the lack of a slim waist. What'd she say? Slim waist, big mouth. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I agree with one out of the two, but the slim waist thing, the poll says two people agree. Woo, shit. No, those are those of us that have seen RY for years. Envy, nope. We know she's no pushover. Nope, she isn't. Black Sector, and she compares herself to Beyonce. Well, didn't she say that she turned down DMX and somebody, Jay-Z or somebody like that? She said that they were not that they're too American, and she only dates men that live outside of the country, something along those lines. Okay, I'm not going to do a drag or anything like that, but that's facts. That it's not necessary. Okay, let me take that back. It's not facts because it's ridiculous. It's facts that people said it. Okay, and I'm just reporting. Too many bald mouths. We need to number them. Corey Lover, let's go. Let's go. Focus on you. Tiny waist, big mouth. Right, like Sula. As I said, I only agree with one of the two. All right, and you know which one I agree with. All right, yeah, Caribbean men, right? Oh my God. Hey. Anyway, let me keep on moving. She's not even Beyonce's toe. No, she's not. All right. So as I said, I try to give y'all right around the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. I gotta get ready for RNY and I's 5:15 show. So hopefully I gave you all Sula. That's what's up. hopefully I gave you all the information about, I put my own damn channel in the title, and I talked about the purpose of my channel. What else did I do? Names will remain. I don't care what you say. You can't call YouTube. You can't call Google. You can't strike the page. You can't do anything. I just think that it's an organized thing where people can go back to my videos and say, "Hey, what happened over there with so and so on that channel?" You can follow along, and then if the same, it's very easy. If the same damn thumbnails show up, then it's like part one, part two. And the things that I share out, and I clip people's videos and leave it on their video, and I share that out to try to, push their channel. No matter who it is, I don't care if you're a bigger content creator or a smaller content creator. I wish that people did that for me from the beginning of time. And then the don't give a damn about where people go. That's pretty easy. I don't give a damn where you go. Like, allegedly, I was checking for Clyde, and I don't give a shit. And then the FTW, you already know what that is. That's F the world. I almost said F out of here, but that's what it turned into. Black Sector, you're the last comment I'm reading for the day. Yeah, she turned down the opportunity to sit in front of their houses and scare off the riffraff, but she passed on a chance to make extra money. Well, you know what? It happens. It happens. It depends on how many cash apps are sent, because there most definitely is a pandemic of begging right now. And it is what it is. If that's how you get down, that's how you get down. And again, not talking about one individual. It's just like every time I turn on YouTube, it's like, I got to get my Cash App. I got to do this. I got to do that. With Cash App, I got a daily allowance. I need this. I did that. Cash App. Do I like Cash Apps? Absolutely. Do I like Super Chats? Absolutely. But you all know that entertainment isn't free. And if you feel like donating to the channel, that's great. But me personally, I feel like I have to earn that. Okay. Because I've already earned some people coming to the channel, period. I've already earned some people dropping down in the chat. I already earned that. And if you want to reach into your pocket and give me something, I would greatly appreciate it, but I'm not begging. And clearly you see the Cash App down there, but not required at all whatsoever. I'm gonna let Mo3 get us up out of here, and I will see you all in 347. I will see you all at 5:15. Don't know what's going on in the YouTube streets, but at 5:15 we will most definitely pull things together and predict the night show, including Booger Sugar, including the latest on J Dunn and VS sharing the information. I think VS said something about being on the flag team or whatever. We might talk about that a little, not really that much or whatever, but let me see what my title is real quick, y'all. Hold on. The 5:15 is we have no favorites. It also says if the commentary goes your way, great. If not, deal with it and fight for who. Okay? Because a lot of people say that RY and I are, on certain people's sides and this and that. And you guys know I don't give a damn about sides or nothing like that. I'm not picking anything. As I said, if you do something dumb, I'm going to report it. So I'm going to let Mo3 get us up out of here, and I'll see y'all at 5:15. I'll holla.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing, but girl, I'm trying to kick it, cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low, and I can give more than dick, girl, it's true, but I only did one time, yeah.